What's up, guys? Welcome to Tactical Siege Creative Gaming. I'm Kyle Sieglin, more simply known as Siege, and this is a new channel I'm starting for game playthroughs and creative build videos. For the first build series to start this channel off, I'm going to be looking at Blast from the Past, the original Zoo Tycoon. I haven't touched this game in years, but this used to be one of my favorite games to build in when I was young. Even looking at this main menu is bringing back all the nostalgia. Not like a lot of the creative games I played long ago, even though I was a creative kid, I never really used the full potential of the building in this game. So that's going to be my main goal with this new series. We're going to attempt to build an awesome exhibit for each animal in the game, one by one. And with these videos, I'm going to try to get my creative chops up to eventually do some long plays where I build a full-on zoo. So let's get started, shall we? So I've already fully prepared a zoo for these build videos. So I've got my perfect blank slate zoo here. I've got all the research and conservation done so I can use any animal and any item that I want. And these build videos are not going to be using any mods, it'll just be the base game. So my main goal here with building these exhibits is to try to make them as unique as possible and very aesthetic, while keeping both environment needs and viewer experience in mind. And I'll also be keeping in mind to limit space so that it would fit in a zoo with other exhibits. The main things I'll be looking at are what aesthetics fit well with the animal, or what is the theme of the exhibit. Also, how can the exhibit be shaped uniquely to amplify the environment or the viewing experience. Also, how does the exhibit feel to come across and to walk through for the viewers. And then finally, could the habitat layout be made more unique to match the natural environment of the animal? Okay, so first I just made a temporary little pen for the animal, for the giraffe here. And first I wanted to see what fence I think would fit best in this exhibit. And definitely this wooden slat fence definitely matches the colors and also the savanna feel for it, so we're going to go with that. And then also, the giraffe's favorite tree is the umbrella thorn acacia tree, so we're definitely going to be making it as a main part of the build. And also we're going to need a small giraffe shelter, but I do like how this tree kind of overhangs the shelter, so we're probably going to utilize that as well. And then I wanted to see what kind of observation areas would work with this, so I think this wooden observation area works because it has kind of like an African safari tent sort of vibe to it. And then the stick pole observation works really well with this, I think, also because it kind of gives a feeling like some tribes just like put some sticks together to make like a fortification or something, and maybe those sticks could have been made out of like the trees that the giraffes eat from. And then we've got this thatched grass archway and this cotton candy stand, and I think both of them work because the thatched grass on both of them, it kind of gives like that savanna plant eater type of feel, so we're going to be using those as well probably. And these tall torches might be a possibility as well because they kind of fit with the hut here. And the tribal mask might also be used because it's African looking and it's kind of tall like the giraffes, so we might use a few of those. And of course the Maasai warrior statue fits pretty well with it too. And for some reason I thought these jumping fountains would probably look really well outside this giraffe exhibit. But I was also thinking maybe instead of the thatched grass archway we could use a sand archway too, because it actually fits pretty well with this aesthetic we got going on here. And then finally, for the possible paths we could use outside this exhibit, we've got dirt, sand, and then this Mexican path which actually looks kind of African. So let's get started. So actually I'm going to carve out an area where this is slightly lowered into the ground, and it won't be too far down. Yeah, that's way too far. It'll just be one block like that. And I don't want it too far down because my idea here is that basically you have this exhibit that you can look into, but yet the giraffes are so tall they'd still be poking their heads over the fence. So I feel like that'd be cool for an exhibit for giraffes. So I'm going to make kind of a circular area. And this might be a little big actually. Kind of want to make it a little compact so that the giraffes are kind of like always near one of the sides of the fences. so that the guests can get closer up to them. Alright, and then I'm going to fill it with savanna grass so that we can better see what's going on here. Because of course we're going to need it anyways, so. So I'm going to have the fence outlining this at the top. And at least just for now, I'm going to actually put the gate over here because I think this is actually going to be like the front viewing area and this will be kind of like the back area. So I'm just going to put that there just to kind of mark that. But I do want this to be kind of like a walk around exhibit where the visitors can see the giraffes from any angle they want to. So I'm going to figure out what path would be best to encircle the whole thing. So we try a dirt path, and that isn't, I feel like we could use a better one, so let's try the sand path. That might work, but we've also got this one. And that one is looking the best, I think, so we're going to use that. And to make this exhibit more open, I'm thinking about widening this path by 1. And with some of these types of paths that we have in the game, some of them are rounded off, and when you do this with them, it looks kind of weird because you got these little edges that are sticking out. So I think first, to make it look more natural, we're actually going to put savanna grass on those corners. And then we're going to put these giraffes' favorite trees on the corners. And because of the way they're placed, they're all kind of overhanging into the exhibit, so I think that works pretty well actually. Since this is going to be the front area, the main front viewing area for the guests, I probably don't want to put this gate here, but I'm thinking these two sides right here will be the main front areas where the exhibit will be approached from, so we can put the gate right about there, and then this will be the main observation area, so we could probably widen this out. So this might be a good place to work in the jumping fountains that I was thinking about putting in. And it looks like this is uneven. Well, since we got this like right angle of a corner here, I think I'm gonna move these over. Actually, we could maybe put them like this. I think that works pretty well. So I'm gonna try putting these here. I don't know how I feel about that actually. Let's put some information signs there. And maybe some benches. I'm gonna plot this guy in here, delete this stuff. I think I'm gonna try to redesign this observation area because I think we can make it better. So let's just get rid of everything besides that. Maybe if I put an observation area here, and one there, maybe 2 on both sides actually. That does feel a bit better. Maybe we could even it out with some more benches. Maybe kind of square it off like that. I'm gonna get this path out of the way. So we got potential for a cool little thing over here, so I think I'm gonna delete a section of it I'm thinking about putting some trees in here, maybe have it sectioned off. So we want something that looks good in there. Maybe these would work. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. And then, no, that's too much. I think it's good like that. And then I'm thinking maybe we could have like a similar kind of like fenced off garden thing over here, but at the edge of the path, kind of like a border. And we'll kind of have it like this instead of just a plain square. And I'm gonna put this here since that path is rounded off, and I might actually rotate it like that. And then maybe we can put more of these in here. Whoops, wrong side, but actually it looks pretty decent, so I'm gonna do the same over here. That one because I placed it outside, but maybe instead of that we could have another one of these. Yeah, that works. I'm thinking maybe to make it look more kind of garden-ish, we could have some flowers bordering this. Thinking instead of having garden in this little section, maybe we can have a lineup of Maasai warriors, or maybe I could fit in this jumping fountain that I want to work into this. Maybe add another layer of that Mexican path on this side. Maybe put some dirt path there. Have one of these here. Fill that with savanna. Maybe we could put savanna grass here. No. I'm thinking these again. Yeah, I like that. Have a little sitting area over here. Put a travel mask there. Actually, let's put them here. Yeah, instead of that one, we put a tall torch. Actually, yeah, that works. And then to add a bit more spice over here, first we'll put in savanna grass, and I'm thinking something like this desert rock might be good there, and then there, maybe like that, and then we could have savanna grass here. Maybe put some behind this too. Let's kind of section it off. And we'll have one layer going like this. Actually, a space of two of them. Kind of make it look more natural. And put one in that corner. Actually, maybe have it going like that. I feel like that's too much. But yeah, maybe we can put a few sparse thorn bushes in here. Yeah, I feel like this could be spiced up, this path here, so I'm going to try putting some sand. Actually, let's do that the other way around. So this will be dirt, and then maybe the outside could be sand. And then maybe we'll have it coming in like that. Let's try putting that there. Ooh, that looks good. Not so much on that side though, so let's keep that dirt. And I feel like this needs some not dirt path, but Mexican path, like that. Just kind of border it off a little bit. Maybe wouldn't hurt to put some here too. Alright, it's coming together a little bit. Maybe to divide off this front observation area here a little bit, we can maybe put like a corner fence that divides it from like the outer path. But I feel like this corner needs to go in like that. Whoops. Alright, I need to start working on these other sides. So let's make this wider. I kind of feel like for this side it'd be cool to have it become ground level with the lower exhibit, so that they even have like a taller view of the giraffes standing higher up. Plus we kind of need somewhere for our gate to go down into exhibit too, so, and that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, so let's fill this in with savanna. Now, for these corners, these open corners here next to the exhibit, I'm thinking we could put more of these trees. And this could kind of make it look like the trees are overhanging into the exhibit that they can kind of eat from. Since that's open to where you can see the bottom of it, I'm going to put these stick fences to close it off like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm thinking for these little spots here, first we could have these these umbrella thorn trees on the inside. And I feel like that's too much, so let's do that. Actually, like that. And then we'll put these on the outside. And then probably do the same with the stick fence on these. We can do that, but let's not close them off. Just have them kind of in a U shape like that. And then maybe for these we can close them off entirely. For good measure, I'm gonna put an information sign there. I think I'm gonna connect these so we're not gonna have the stairs in the middle of these little spaces. We're just gonna have a stick fence connect them. And I feel like I actually want the giraffe shelter to be on this side actually. I was thinking about having it over here, but I feel like that's the spot for it. And then let's actually work on the exhibit a bit. So to fill in this side, we could have one of these baobab trees like that. That looks good. And then I still want to have one of these overhanging like that. Actually, let's move it down one. So like that. And then I feel like the watering hole would go here in the front in this little corner. And then you need some dirt, so I want to put some around the shelter to kind of make it blend in a bit. And then we could make this look more like a little corner watering hole by putting some sand around the edges of it. Let's kind of move this over actually so we have some room to walk in the front over here, so kind of put more in this corner. I'm gonna replace this path because it's bugging me. Just fill in that sand. Maybe make this dirt. We could have dirt going around here like this. Maybe square that off. Might work better to make this a torch actually. 2 of them. Over here, why not put some more? Same for right here, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, it's looking way better now. Now over here, since you have this shelter here, it's kind of blocking the way. It also just feels right for the side. I'm thinking that we could lift this. Okay, not like that. Actually, yeah, let's try that. Lift that up, and it's lifting up the fence too. We won't worry about that. Alright, so we kind of got like the step thing over here. We'll put the path going up it. I'm thinking about doing cobbled stone path because you'll see why in a second. On this inner side, I'm gonna put some stone fencing. On the top layer, I'm gonna put windowed stone fencing, except on the stairs. Just on that side, and then on this side, you can do the same thing, but with just regular stone wall. And same for this side, and then do the same thing on the lower level like we did with the other one, and make it circle around. And then for good measure, we can add a rock in the middle, and maybe some like that. And now it's kind of a stretch, but at the same time it kind of looks like it's like this stone cliff that's overlooking the exhibit. So now it's not just some tacky thing that's sticking out of the ground. It's actually kind of looks like it's part of the environment in a way. So to add more to it, I'm going to get this rock observation area, and I'm going to put some like this. And I think I'm just going to make this little fence here just regular stone. And I'm thinking about maybe putting a building up here. Maybe a drink stand, a hot dog stand, and a pizza stand, I guess. And then I'm thinking about making this a gray color. Yeah, like that. So that looks like it's part of the stone. And then on this side we could have some stone benches, and then we could put one of these there. And now it kind of looks like an outpost on a cliff, kind of in a way. I think I'm going to put one more rock right there. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. It might not hurt to put more benches, or a bench just right here. This part right here is kind of bugging me, so I'm going to fill it with savanna. I'm going to put some thorn bushes, and I'm going to do the same for one inwards. I'm going to fill that, maybe get rid of one of these, put one over here. I'll put 2 actually, and I'll probably move them over a bit more like that, and then get rid of these 2. And now this looks like it's more part of the environment because you got these shrubs growing around it, and you got these trees kind of overhanging it. And I'm going to try something out just to maybe get to fit in more with this path. We can make the 2 that are inside of it the same type. So it's kind of got like a trim, and I feel like that's not too bad, but let's try it with dirt. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that a lot because it's kind of like blending into it, and then it becomes like a dirt path on top of the rocks of the cliff. I'm gonna move this thorn bush over so that we can see it better, and maybe put another one on the side too, just to fill it out. There. Alright, I think to kind of fill out this corner, I'm gonna put some baobabs. And then I want more of these over there in that little gap. There. Maybe one back here. Yep. Put one there. Put one of those there to fill that out a little bit. Rotate that. Yeah. but could probably put more of that path there. Bring this out one to about there. We could have a little picnic area. Put some trash cans here. I was thinking about putting this picnic area here because we got these food stalls up here, so it'd be nice to actually have a place to sit down at a table and eat. And then this is another sort of observation area, so we could have the signs, and then maybe some of these camp like observation areas. I'm gonna switch these around, so I'm gonna have the observation areas like this, and then have the information signs on the side, and bring them out to the outer edge so that you can see them from both angles. Put some benches here. Now this is looking kind of big, especially the area around the exhibit, but for example, like here, you could have an exhibit directly connecting, and then maybe even put some observation areas right here, and then have like this little place on the side where you could just sit down. It could also double as an observation area to an exhibit that's directly connected up right here. I'm gonna move that rock back because it's bugging me. That's better. We can maybe carve out a little spot right here, and then put another baobab or two, and then surround that with some grass. Maybe even take this out and then put some thorn bushes. And maybe right here we could even put some of these tribal warrior statues. Yeah, it doesn't look good from that angle, but no, let's put one there. That's better. And now it kind of looks like the warriors are like standing guard and sort of venerating the giraffes in a way, sort of on this cliff outpost thing. Since we added an extra bench over here, I'm gonna put dirt path extending to make it more even, like that. That looks better. Maybe we can put some more stick fence right there, and kind of just section this off as a little seating area. Maybe get rid of those fences actually. Yeah, keep it like that. And then I'm thinking that this can kind of be sectioned off on this side, like that, with those stick fences, and then have more path going out like that to lead to wherever else. Actually, let's try sand. Yeah. And then let's kind of give this corner a right angle. Maybe widen this a bit. Put more stick fence. Like that. And I kind of want to work in a bit more sand into this since we got that path made. And then let's throw down some savanna. And then we could add some savanna flowers to it, maybe. And then put some thorn bushes, kind of decorating it. And then put some grass in between, kind of growing around it. And kind of section it off like that, and then put benches. And then we could put one of these here. And then maybe to get some asymmetry, we could have that archway with a similar sand-like path branching off from it. Maybe put two of them like this, and then have them connect like that, and then put some savanna grass around the outside edges. Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt. to put some here in the middle too. And even though we have path here, we could kind of cover the back of it with grass like that too, so it kind of looks like it's growing around the arches. And then put some thorn bushes next to them. Actually, no, let's put these next to them. Yeah. And I think I'm just gonna throw down some savanna wildflowers, just kind of placed erratically and a little wild looking like that. And then let's just make this dirt going through the middle and put sand under that. Actually, let's put this. Yeah, okay. And then we could put some thorn bushes to kind of frame this. And some grass. And then I still want to have this cotton candy stall, because it kind of looks like the thatched grass hut, so I'm thinking we could put it right here next to this picnic area. And then let's put some torches next to it, and then one of these tribal masks in the middle, and move that over one. Maybe put two on each side. And then all we really need to do is finish up the actual exhibit. So let's spice up this exhibit. There's not enough savanna grass. We need to put our gate over here. Whoops. Right there in the corner. And then give him a zookeeper. Let's put some rocks first before we see if we can add any more plants. I'm thinking no, it's a desert rock. Savanna rock right here, maybe. Right there actually. Maybe put one in this corner as well. Nope. So I'm thinking put a thorn bush here to kind of cover up that corner, make it look more natural. And then we could do the same over here. And for this right here, I'm thinking we put one of these. Yeah. And then of course we need some more umbrella thorns because it's their favorite tree. So right around there would be a good place to put one. Thinking right here as well. Actually no. Let's put it right there. And then here. I realize now I'm trying to get for the look of like a clearing in what would be like a savanna forest type thing. Kind of like a little forest oasis or something. So I'm going to keep putting trees around the edges as much as I can, but not too much obviously. Let's put one of those right there. Two of those right there. One right there. One right here. And some here. Alright, now finally let's spruce this up with the final touches of some more giraffes. And I'm actually going to delete that tree, and I'm gonna delete that one just so that I can fit enough shelters in here for these giraffes. And that's looking pretty decent. And I'll replace those 2 trees, some good spots, and that's actually looking really nice. There you have it, a unique giraffe exhibit build. I want to thank you guys for checking out this video, and if you guys have any more suggestions for different exhibit builds for certain animals that you want to see, then just leave it in a comment, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Peace.